on the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Roadrunners offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup, but this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistently. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent that we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Florida Atlantic's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority.
Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Excellent pass right back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Look out, he's got room. He's on the ropes. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like the return for the touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Use the playmaker down the throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes the offense are hoping the run fix can slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll send the back in motion. Dumps it off in the flats. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Not a looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just trying to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Fine play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution on him moving forward.
They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The road runners are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go.
Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it. He's down in the red zone. This quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. This one's complete. Bill scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. Getting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Breaks that one. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate creating some distance there between him and the defense.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Gives it on the option. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Owls are in the hurry-up. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Owls. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense, and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if you're scoring anyway,
they'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's looking deep. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a throw. Got room on the return. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Looking for a physical attack from the guy.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snap it to the back. On 3rd down through the air. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 of them.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so
Brings it back. And a good, solid kick up there before the defense knocks him down. And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
yeah, they're they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Just a short pass to the 10. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a short lead. An easy conversion for this offense. The Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Roadrunners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll move the ball at the 45. Down to 2 minutes to play. They'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Fires to the wideout. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully. They've got it at the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. He's got space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the end zone man is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's on the 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
UTSA.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout. UTSA.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it up right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
UTSA.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Here we go. Get free soda.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He got it. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here's a hit. Irons on the move. It's complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work, gets into the end zone.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Roadrunners can
conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fights off the way. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown. And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
UTSA.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end. Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
This passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now, early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the back in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up.
Got it. Ready. Hand it beat.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Roadrunners come to the line in a hurry up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Gonna look downfield again. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the
to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Roadrunners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A 1st down run on the touchdown. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Off play action. Looking to the end zone.
Yeah, I love the little play action fake. You get inside the 5, you think you runs, the defense come up, physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, float over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. After 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And the route is on.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wants to change this route.
Okay, ready?
He'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Still running it. Oh, open space. Inside the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has himself 1st and goal. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He smells it. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched post up on him, he can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You've got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Roadrunners are flying down the field. And he takes it in for the score! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the field.
And I tell you what, most of the time, these runners will skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking wasn't outstanding.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Lost the fire on second down. Got him downfield. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the top. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 15 to Southern Miss. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On target to the left. Into enemy territory, and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here comes the heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He makes the catch. Grabs a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17. The Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a Barishnikov on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touchdown. For 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Goes to the option. Quick toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Burton. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces the 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And the Roadrunners have it for 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Firing toward the end zone. And it's good.
And that's step one. Great job on this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
56.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.